Yes, good afternoon, Emma, Christine. You're welcome to this lesson. Today we are going to look at hire purchase. So can I kindly request one of you to read this first statement after what is hire purchase? Peter, are you able to unmute and read?
The way of obtaining the use of assets such as furniture and appliances before payment is completed. Once the final payment is made, the asset becomes your property. Under the HP agreement, the customer is allowed to purchase the item by making a small deposit or down payment. Interest is then added to the outstanding balance, and the customer is allowed to pay this balance in an equal monthly or weekly installments. Installment, a payment of part of a debt, which is usually paid at regular intervals.
Okay, so that is what the hire purchase is about. So we are saying it is practiced in furniture and appliances, as well as other areas where the items seem to be expensive for one to afford paying for it at once. So before we proceed, can I request you to say something about what you were able to do before coming in for this lesson, because I sent you some text in the group. Did we read through and attempt the practice questions before? Kristen, did you do? Okay. Emma, did you try to do the practice questions? Okay. So let us proceed. So we have seen what the definition is, and we have seen what an installment is, and we have seen the HP agreement. So let us briefly. So this still talks more about the hire purchase. We are saying hire purchase is used to buy expensive items which a person cannot afford to pay outright. For example, if it is a car, and in case you can't afford to pay it right away, then you make a deposit, or what we are calling a down payment, and then you pay the rest in monthly installments. We are saying a down payment is usually paid and the balance is paid over several months. So what we are calling monthly installment. Then it also highlights more about what hire purchase is. And here they are saying here, possession of a good is transferred immediately, but payment is made in installments. So you're able to move or to go back home with the item, so it becomes yours there as you pay. And we are adding to say ownership is transferred after all the installments have been paid. So after you have made the payments, then they can write for you that property now belongs to you, and you have full ownership over it. But before the payment is completed, then the item is partly not yours. So let us look at this second image here, and we write a summary in the chart of what is included in it, of what you can see in this image here. So this image, so critically observe it, and then write a summary of what you are able to observe in the chart, or you can speak out. Let us do that in 1 minute. Okay, I have one so far. Yes, Peter, you can't hear? Christine, are you able to hear me? Peter says he can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. Please, Emma, observe what is in this image that is displayed on your screen and pick out what you think is necessary, and then write it in the chat. So what are we able to see or pick from this image? Okay, Christine says it is advertising a payment plan for a hotel. Maybe you could go ahead to tell us what is in the plan. That could be better. Emma, what are you able to see? Okay, Emma says, I think they're advertising a bed. That is great. So what is involved in the advert is what I needed us to bring out. So, okay, all our answers are right. It could be an advert of a hotel, but I think we cannot own like a hotel. We just got to have some sleep over there. So it could be like they wanted us to buy that very what? This very bed. But they are giving us that it is a HP, so we are going to acquire it on hire purchase, and then the terms in it are that we are going to pay 20% deposit. So that one is a requirement. So we have to pay that at first. Okay, Christine says a 20% discount is needed. And in 2 years, the client must the full price. Okay, must be paid over 2 years, charged at 12% simple interest. Christine, this payment in after the 20% must be made in 2 years. And in those 2 years is where we have a 12% simple interest, that every month the balance attracts a 12% interest on it. And then the question asks, what is after we have made a 20% what? Deposit. Did they give us the price? Okay, we are having here that the HP agreement. So for the deposit, so we are getting 20 because they said 20%. So we are getting 20 divided by 100, then times, I think this was in a currency, R, 1,000. So after calculating, we remain with 2,000. So that was the deposit that was supposed to be made. And then the balance would be paid in over a period of 2 years, charged at 12% simple interest. So if we want to get the balance, we get the 10,000, we subtract the 2,000 as they have done here. So 10,000 minus the deposit, which is 2,000, and that gives us 8,000. So here to get the amount, so we are saying it is equal to principal into 1 plus I and N. So I is the interest, then N is the number of years. So here they have used a different formula, but let us share something else. Let me share this and then what is the formula for calculating simple interest? What is the formula for calculating simple interest? Christine, what is the formula for calculating simple interest? Okay, have answer. Simple interest is P times R times T, where P is principal, R is the rate of interest in percentage. Okay, it might not be in, okay, per annum, yes, according to the question, and T is the rate of interest in percentage. T, okay. I think T would be time, since we have already seen the rate. So this would be principal times rate times time. And sometimes to avoid confusion, they normally divide this by 100, since the rate is in a percentage. So our simple interest would be principal, which is 8,000, then times the rate, which is 12, times time, which is 2. Then we divide this by 100. So which answer could we get after that? Okay, Christine, that is okay. So so here we would cancel out the 2 zeros, then we remain with 80 times 12 times 2. So that would be the answer. So the answer, according to Christine, is 1,920. So that is the interest that one would pay on buying that item by hire purchase. So this is our simple method that we used to in Uganda for simple interest in the Ugandan curriculum. So we can get back to our work here. So I think it is still the same, because the amount afterwards would be 8,000 plus the interest, and our interest was 1,920. So on adding, they would give us the same value. So later, I expect you to watch these videos if you haven't watched them. So after the lesson, you could open them and watch. So let us continue to this other example. So who can unmute and explain this example here? We are unable. So in this example, we have a new TV costs 690 pounds in cash. It is available on hire purchase by paying a deposit of 15%, followed by 12 months, 12 installments of 55.85 pounds. So find the total hire purchase price and the extra that one would pay, in brackets, over cash, using hire purchase. So we'll begin by calculating 15% of the cash price. So 15% means 15 divided by 100 of 690. So that would be equivalent to 15. So the 0 and 0 cancel, then we have 69 divided by 10, which gives us 6.9. And on calculation, or in using a calculator, we get 103.50 pounds. So that is the deposit. Then we also need to calculate the monthly installments or the installments. So the total installments would be, when we get the installment for each month, okay, like if it was monthly, each installment, then we multiply by the number of installments, which in this case are 12. So we get 55.85 pounds, we multiply by 12. And that would give us 670.20. Then we now go ahead to find the total cost. So we are saying hire purchase cost would be equal to deposit plus total installments. So we get 103.5 pounds plus 670.2 pounds, and that would give us 773.70 pounds. So that would be the total cost when the TV has been bought on hire purchase. Then our second question was, how much would one pay? How much extra would one pay by buying the item on hire purchase over the cash price? So we are saying here that extra paid is equal to hire purchase cost minus the cash price. So we have already got our hire purchase cost, which is 773.70. Then we subtract 690, which was the cash price. And we are seeing that one would pay an extra of 83.70 pounds. So that was a brief about that example. Then we have our second example here, which is still done in the same way. So who can read for us the example? Christine, can you read? So all of us seem to be silent. So let's proceed. So you're saying a zero set has are you able to read? Okay, go ahead.
A stereo set has a cash price of $1,400. Under a hire purchase plan, a 20% deposit is required plus 12 monthly installments of $110 each month. Calculate the deposit, the total monthly installment, the hire purchase cost on the stereo, how much would have been saved by paying cash.
Okay, could you please go ahead to explain? If you don't mind.
Okay. The deposit is is 20% times the cash price. It will give you $280. Total monthly payment is, let's see, 12 monthly installments times $410 for each month, which will give you $1,320.
Okay.
The higher purchase cost equals the total monthly payments plus the deposit, which will give you $1,600. And the
Okay.
savings is the higher purchase cost minus the cash price, which is $200.
Okay, thank you. So here is another video for us to watch in our time when we get time to do that. So try to watch these videos here. Then we go to our practice question number 1, which I'm going to do one of them, and then the rest will be done by you, and then you send your work for marking. So we are saying Shu bought a living room set on hire purchase plan. So the cash price is $3,600 US, and the hire purchase plan is a 700. So we are paying $700 of down payment and 20 payments of $200 each. So we calculate the total monthly payments, the total cost of the set on hire purchase plan, and then her savings if she had bought it by cash. Now let us welcome Jory Bright. I think he's still. Let us briefly go to the whiteboard. So we are having that our cash price is, then we have a down payment of $700. So that one we don't need to calculate again. Then we have 20 payments of $200. Sorry about my internet. So we had our cash price, which was $3,600. Then we had the down payment of $700. And then we had 20 payments of $200 each. So our details to first card installments. So total amount of money paid in installments. What would that be equal to? How do we get that?
Please first go back to the question.
How do we get the total amount paid in installments? How do we get the total amount paid in installments? Okay, I have an answer in the chat. So it's get installments times time. That is great. So here we are going to get 200 this by 20. $200 times 20. Could we try to hurry? Okay, that is for 4,000. That is great. $4,000. So that is part of it. So next we calculate the higher, and we said the higher purchase cost is equal to the down payment, which is $700. Then we are going to add the monthly, the installments, which is $4,000. And what would be the total? $700 plus $4,000. Then lastly, so we have seen that on hire purchase would end up spending $4,700. Then here we are requested to find the extra, the savings that one would make by buying on cash. Paid, what would be saved by paying on cash, we get higher purchase price or higher purchase cost minus the cash price, and this would be equal to 4,000 $700, $600, $4,700 minus $3,600. Okay, Christine says $1,100. Thank you very much. $1,100. So this would be by buying on cash basis. So basically that is it for hire purchase, unless if there are questions. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Yes, Christine. So if there are no questions, we can stop here. And then we wait for the assignment and do the rest for marking and for being active.